Hello, namaste, and welcome in the series of cybersecurity. This side is Meena, and today I will discuss about how to approach vulnerability assessment rightly. When we are saying vulnerability assessment, and if we think, okay, there is a scan button, and then just click on it, and it's okay, that's done. And is that simple? Is the vulnerability assessment? No, it's not. You need to think properly when you are doing vulnerability assessment. Okay, and what can be the right way for vulnerability assessment when you are performing in your organization? First of all, need to understand, yes, in my organization i I may have multiple things. My company can have multiple endpoints, multiple servers, routers, switches, firewalls, IPS, IDS, same. Okay, and what else can have? User accounts, passwords, permissions, ports, services. These each and everything having certain kind of functionality, and there are we need to understand what is the risk associated with all of these things, because every asset, everything what we in our company, whether that's tangible or non-tangible, is it all of those are having the equal importance? No, one thing might have the higher priority than the other one. So the similar approach we need to take in case of vulnerability assessment. And why it's important? When we are saying, okay, there are a lot of devices, and our company is also following some kind of regulations. It's depend upon your company's uh, business type, in which kind of business they are in, what kind of data they are dealing, what kind of information they are holding. So definitely there will be certain rule regulations compliance will applicable on your company, and you need to follow all these things. And vulnerability assessment uh, is very important in this aspect as well. First of all, we need to identify in our organization how many resources we are having, what's their importance, where this exists, what type of data exists on it, who are the user accessing that data, what are the way they are accessing, what applications they are using, what services that's open, what ports are open. Sometime uh, knowingly and unknowingly we just leave some space for vulnerabilities, or some access port are open which are not required to be open, or maybe on your critical uh, data servers, where your data is residing on critical uh, servers. On those servers might be are facing nowadays in our industry a certain kind of vulnerabilities exploited by the hackers. I want to find out, is that exist in my system or not? Okay, so maybe you are narrowing your vulnerability assessment to the certain part of your network, to the certain part of your you can say kind of vulnerability. It depends upon what exactly is the requirement. Okay, maybe you are running vulnerability assessment on a complete of the network, and then you find out, yes, these are the vulnerability exist in our network. And what will be the next step? You have the report, these vulnerability exist on these systems. Now it's time to take decision whether these vulnerabilities are important to patch immediately or not, or what is the severity level of those vulnerabilities. If I'm going to uh, like fix or patch those vulnerabilities which is having the higher severity uh, score, or C common vulnerability exposure score is higher, if I will patch those vulnerability first, it can protect from maximum of the damage. Later I'll see the next one. So we need to prioritize our resources, our manpower, our effort on certain kind of things which is required to be action to be taken immediately. Okay, the way you are working, it should be in a properly planned way, otherwise your resources will be less and you will not be able to manage it properly. Clear? So follow me on the cybersecurity prism and get the notification for the next interesting and informative session. Also share that session with your friends, group members as well, so that they can understand what is the right way of doing the vulnerability assessment. It's just not only the pressing is just run button or the scan button. See you in the next session. Namaste.